Julie. How's
Hi,
sunshine?
John.
All right, mate, you?
Aye, not bad.
How was that in for you? Newcastle 1, Aston Villa 1.
Uh, I'm not too disheartened by it, to be honest. There was periods of the match where we were shit, they were shit. It was just a bit of a shit game. But I think from probably 20, 25 minutes onwards, we dominated the game. I think 1-1's probably fair if I was to be very sort of down the middle. But I think we probably should have had the 1-0. Dubravka's had a bit of a howler. I know, obviously, Shelby was in his way. But to me, if you're because everyone's building him up as he's a top quality keeper. I think a top quality keeper comes through Shelby. I think he absolutely pounds through the back of Shelby's calves and he takes the ball. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that. Other than that, it was probably a fair result.
I think before the game, after the winning in Sheffield United, you'd probably take a draw with Aston Villa fighting for their lives and, in a real dogfight in Newcastle, but safe now. But when you're 7-8 minutes away from a win, Dubravka collects that and we've got the 3 points in the bag.
I agree, mate. I think it's Isaac Hayden who's clearly meant to be picking him up. And he's went down probably about 30 seconds beforehand. And then obviously he's went off just after the goal. I think he's maybe pulled something. He's not been able to track back as quickly as he would have liked. But once again, whether Shelby's going to clear that and Dubravka thinks he's going to get to it or whatever, I'd like to think that a keeper of Dubravka's quality on his day batters through the back of Shelby and he takes that ball for his own.
Do you think Newcastle should have made more changes at the start of the game after the 3-0 win? Because with Man City coming up in the quarter-final, and at the end of the day, it was the changes that made the difference for Newcastle and got the goal?
I think I put it in the WhatsApp group. It was a tactical mastermind from Brucey. I think personally, I wouldn't have went with that starting 11 because other than maybe Manquillo, where we've got a bit of a thing at right back at the minute with some decent competition between, I say a decent competition between him and Yedlin. I think I would have made a few changes with Man City coming at the weekend. Having said that, I don't think by the time it gets to the weekend, it's going to matter too much. It's one of them. But yeah, I think the changes that he made later into the game with Carroll and Gale made a bit of a difference. I just wish Andy Carroll could stay fit because when he comes on and he gets these last 10, 15-minute cameo appearances, he comes on and there's shades of him from when he was a player. He just bullies people. And I would love to be able to... Oh, mate, unbelievable. 6'4", 6'5", but, you put that ball in the air, he's 8 foot tall. He does not lose an aerial battle. There was one against Sheffield United where he's got two players either side of him, and I think he's chested it down, nodded it slightly up in the air, and then flicked the ball through with his right foot. And we're desperate for that sort of player. But I think Joe Linton did really well today. I think he held the ball up really well. He looked good on the ball. He was pushing more forward. He had a good opportunity in the first half, I think it was.
Yeah.
But I think a player with a little bit more confidence maybe takes it a little bit earlier, which is exactly what Dwight Gale did. He came in and he's made the point to put himself up there,
I thought Drew did well as well. I thought from the left in his better position, he took on players well. He headed it towards goal. And again, it's just the end product. And a couple of times where he needs to be making that run soon at the front post to get on the end of things. But I was glad to see Dwight Gale get a goal, because I think he's class in the Championship, poor in the Premiership. But he normally needs a couple of chances, but he had one the day and slotted it away. And back to Andy Carroll as well. I mean, he didn't. Like you say, if he could stay fit, it would be unbelievable, because I thought he was class when he came on the day. His vision for that pass for Gale, his first touch every time. He even looks pretty sharp on the ball anyway, so hopefully he can stay fit for the last 7-8 games.
That's the thing with Carroll. I mean, obviously everyone's got him up as this big talisman, target man sort of thing. But you know, what we tend to forget was in his first spell, when he first broke into the team and we got up to the Prem, you know, on the ball, he's technically very good with both feet. And I think that showed today. I think it might have been a right-footed pass through to Gale, which, you know, there's not a lot. Like, if that was a Raheem Sterling or a Mo Salah putting that ball through, it would be in the papers all week. Like, they would be getting their praises sang. But that's let's face it, a 30-plus-year-old croc on his wrong foot playing for a North East team, and I think it was brilliant. I would really love to see him fit. Even, you know, if you could get 25 games a season out of him, I think he would really improve our team.
Definitely. Scoreline on Sunday then, Pooley, before you go. Any chance of Newcastle causing an upset in the quarterfinal?
I would love to, like, I would love to say it would be similar to what we did to them in the league over the last couple of years, where, you know, we absorb the attacks from them and we hit them on the counter and we might get lucky with a goal. Realistically, if I was Brucey, I would be telling the boys to lube up. I think it's going to be a difficult game. I think Geordie touched on it. I don't know who else has, but without the crowd being there, I think that's going to be a major deficit for us. At home, in front of a crowd where you've got 50,000 lunatics screaming you on, I think maybe we've got that chance of pulling off a, you know, one-off counter-attack. Dwight Gale, Joe Linton getting on the end of it, but without the fans, it's going to be a big ask. But, you know, I'd love a 1-0, but I think it could be looking at a 4 or 5-0 hump.
Oh, Jesus. Well, nice seeing you anyway, Pooley. Hope you're wrong in that prediction, but we'll see you on Sunday as well after the game.
So do I, mate. I hope I'm terribly wrong, and I hope I'm the one with the lube on for a good can off for even saying that.
There you are, mate. Take care.
Take care, buddy.
See you later.